without much further ado, introduce our moderator. Ladies and gentlemen, he is none other than Anil Prabhakar. He is actively involved in consumer and business forums. As a former member of the GJEPC seminar committee, Anil is a sought-after anchor and speaker at knowledge forums. Anil believes in the concept of lifelong learning. The writing is Anil's passion, and he is a regular contributor to trade and business publications. He has written over 700 articles in national and international magazines. He has co-authored a book, Treasure Trove, that traces India's 5,000-year jewelry heritage, and is the editor of India's first-rate magazine, Lab-Grown Diamond Times, dedicated to the lab-grown diamond industry.
Namaste guys, I'm absolutely delighted to see all of you here. Are you?
Yes.
Thank you so much. A well-known multinational company manufacturing shoes were doing very well in their home country. They decided to expand geographically to other countries, and they chose Africa. They also developed a prototype. And so what they did was, I said, before manufacturing all those goods, why don't we send our representatives to do a market study? So 2 sales managers were sent. One guy was sent to the east coast of Africa, the other guy was sent to the west coast. After a few days, they sent their reports. The guy from east coast of Africa said nobody wears shoes, so there is no market. The guy who was doing a survey, and he submitted a report saying that nobody wears shoes, there's a huge potential, let's open a depot and appoint a distributor. Everybody knows this story. So why am I telling you this story? So I have, as a marketing person, I have always believed, don't tell a story unless there is a context. So I'll share the context. I'm sure most of you guys have read this newspaper. You see the headline? Diamonds and India's lab-hate relationship. What does this story say? It says, it quotes the CEOs of large retail chains. They say there is no market. Because if you go back in time, India has a heritage, a history of jewelry retailing 1,000 years. And when did this change come? 50 years. Titan ko 40 saal bhi nahi hue. So, whatever you have done so far, build it up. Because that's where your strength lies. The independent retailers, they know the pulse of the market. So, do you believe anybody believes there is no market for lab-grown diamonds? Please raise hands. Everybody believes that there is a market? Give them a big hand. That's why you are here. Okay? This value has a special significance. It's fantastic value. And I'll tell you why. Because the first trade show which was organized at this venue, down below, it happened in April 2022, even before this venue was commercially opened. And it was organized by whom? None other than GJC. Going further, can you show the first slide, please? Anil presentation. The first ever seminar on lab-grown diamonds was done in this room itself. When we did this session, everybody was talking about the export markets, and very few people had ventured in the India's domestic. But now the context has changed, the topic is. After 4 months, world's first lab-grown diamond expo was organized in these premises. And it was the second edition called LDJS. So the Dubai guys are saying that we organized the first symposium. No sir, no. We are not making a hue and cry, but this is the proof. The first LDJS and the seminar symposium was done in Mumbai in this venue itself. Third and the last point, a baby was born in this room itself. Can you show the slide? Please change this. Our magazine, Lab-Grown Diamond Times. It was launched in this room itself. Okay? Thank you for the overwhelming support. We have reached not just in India, but because we have a digital edition, a lot of people read in the US, UAE, Hong Kong. So this is the current issue. In an attention-starved economy, all we are asking you to support us. Support us by subscribing, reading. Most importantly, share your stories with us. We do not charge for the content. Of course, we will ask you for advertising support. We'll ask you for sponsorship support. But we will never ask you, तेरा इंटरव्यू लेता हूँ पैसा दे. No, we don't do that. Because we believe content is key. So when we did the first session in 2022, there were 10 retail outlets. Today there are hundreds. There are exclusive brand outlets. There are shop-in-shops. Jewelers are selling. So it's a huge opportunity. Everybody has joined the bandwagon. But there is a problem. See, I think we have got it all wrong. You guys, the retailers, are spending money, allocating resources. But you call these brands, if I show you these names, just put out the slide and ask you to mention the names. I'm 100% confident you will not be able to recall more than 3 names. See, what is a brand after all? It's a name that is a story. No story, no brand. Okay? Can you expect to call yourself a retailer by launching 8 pieces? Come on, give me a break. Next. Fantastic. But is she promoting a jewelry brand or sunglasses? I have to be fair to the people who have invested in brands. I showed you so many names. To be fair, every brand has a story. They may be having a story. But are they communicating the story? You may be having a rationale, what my brand means. But if you are not able to communicate, you have lost the battle, even before it started. And like Parag's brand is known as Fiona, and he was inspired by the Princess Fiona, which he saw animation movie, right? Shrek. Okay. So a brand has to relate to an individual, and a brand may not literally mean something. What is Nike? It has no meaning. So when the consumer hears or knows about a brand, the first thing it should come to his mind is let's buy it. It doesn't happen. So how do we go about building a story? So love is a universal emotion, and we have to learn storytelling skills from the Bollywood. See, there are only 7 story ideas in the world. So when you talk about love per se, so if you believe in the Sufi philosophy, there are 7 shades of love. Dilkashi, that is attraction. Uns, infatuation. Mohabbat, ishq, love. Aqidat, reverence. 5th is ibadat, worship. 6th is junoon, obsession, madness. And 7th is death. Death means mar mitne ki tayari. So these are the 7 emotions. And if you see the movies for so many years, whether it is Shiri Farah, Laila Majnu, Heer Ranjha, Qayamat se Qayamat Tak, or so many other movies, even the Marathi movie Sairat, same story. So what are we talking about? The principle of storytelling is कुछ नया कहो या नए अंदाज में कहो. All these movies I mentioned were super hits. Why? Because उन्होंने वही कहानी, वही घिसी पिटी कहानी नए अंदाज में कही.